Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1985 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners at the Kingdome. On the mound for the Tigers today is Jeff Robinson, whose record is 9-6 with a 3.70 ERA. And pitching for the Mariners is Mark Langston, whose record is 16-7 with a 3.31 ERA. Okay, we lost a tough one yesterday. We were looking to make a possible sweep of the A's, and then the A's jumped out early in that ball game, and I thought, okay, well, this is over. I mean, David Cone, I think, is probably done for the year. He gave up a total of 6 runs, I think it was. 5 were earned. And we yanked him out of there. The bullpen kept us in the ball game, and we came back and tied it up. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe there is a chance that we can walk this game off, because a lot of times, I guess in real baseball, but also, especially I feel like in baseball mogul, the home team in extra innings will often get a chance to win the ball game, and often will come through in those situations. And it isn't like we didn't have chances in extras. We should have walked off the game a couple of times, but it didn't go our way, as Mickey Tettleton hit a home run in the top of the 12th, I believe it was, and we could not score in the bottom half. So we suffered the loss, and then we hop on a plane and head to Seattle for a 4-game series. We're going to take a look here at the Mariners team momentarily. You'll see they have the most home runs in the American League by a lot. That's not a good sign for us. Plus, we are facing their staff ace, Mark Langston, today. So let's take a look at their offense really quick. This is a team that has suffered a lot of injuries, especially to catchers. They traded for Ray Smith. He's done for the year. Orlando Mercado got called up, and he got injured through next year, through the beginning of the season next year. So a couple of catchers down. That means Butch WYNEGAR gets the everyday job back. And then like almost every other player on this roster is having a career year in home runs. There's the lineup today versus righties, actually. So yeah, I mean, everybody on this team is having a career year, potentially in home runs. They have 3 batters over 30 already. Dave Hengel's in the top 10. I believe Dave Henderson is now just outside the top 10. If you look at the bench, everyone here is pretty solid as well. Maybe not power hitters, but someone that you can rely on to get on base. And yeah, I mean, so if you're looking at their lineup, I mean, this is a tough team to slow down. In fact, all 3 that are over 30 home runs are all over 90 RBI as well. Let's look at their pitching staff. This is a tough one. They have 3 lefties in their lineup, but the only good one is Mark Langston, who we faced today. He's going for his 17th win. It's kind of remarkable. Bruce Berenyi, the big free agent signing for them, is done for this season. He might be back in time for the playoffs if the Mariners can get there. And then they lost their one-time closer, Carlos Diaz. So their closer now is Carl Best. And if you look at their rest of their bullpen, looks like Lee Guterman just got called up. So yeah, the rest of their starting rotation is not that great, just based on their ERA. No one else has 10 wins. And Roy Branch, I guess, is taking over the number 5 spot with Berenyi out, and he's terrible. So, we may have to take one for the team today with Mark Langston. But I feel like the other games we certainly will have a chance to win. Now, tomorrow we have Bert Blyleven going against Bud Black, so that might also go poorly. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here one more time at the duck race. We do have a giveaway coming up in just a few days. This is game 116. So game 119 is the last day to get in on the giveaway. We'll give away 4 prizes during the 7th inning stretch of game 120. And we now have 9 contestants. One is unavailable to win because Lance lives in Canada, which is why he's got the asterisk there. Otherwise, our current contestants are Julio L., who makes a very pretty mermaid duck down here. We have Charismatic Dad as the polka dot duck. Replay Dugout, pardon me. Replay Dugout is a regular old duck. Freddie C. is Rudolph. James K. is a regular duck. Thomas D. I don't know what this is all about. Maybe he's a pirate. I'm not sure with that headband. Jeremiah M., welcome back to him. There's Lance B. as the Purple Heart duck. And John M., he just entered. He is the Statue of Liberty duck, I believe. So the 4 plot prizes, we're not going to go over it again here, but you can check them out on the Brainiac Baseball YouTube community page. It's the most recent post. You can see the pictures there. Or on the Facebook page, where you can find the link. Okay, let's go. Wow, my allergies are kicking up today. Let's go ahead and start today's ball game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe. You must be a subscriber to get in on the giveaway. And then just let me know in the comments below that you want in, and I will get you added to the duck race. Okay. We got Jeff Robinson coming off his best start of his career, a complete game shutout. That could mean bad things for today, though. There's the bullpen. Todd Fisher took the loss yesterday, but everyone's rested. And then we have our lineup versus Mark Langston, back-to-back lefties, and then Bud Black will be a lefty tomorrow. Oh, I did cut Doug DeCinces. And we brought up Marty Castillo. Yes, he is a third catcher, but also Marty Party can play third base. He did play third base in real life for the Tigers, so he will get, I'm sure, some shots in the future, maybe even tomorrow to play third versus the left-hander. Also, I did cut Teddy Higuera. That ended up saving us a lot of money. We still owed him $350,000 for the rest of the year, but ultimately it's going to save us some dough, and I believe we will end up gaining about $500,000 by cutting him. So that's the good news. Otherwise, everybody else is the same as yesterday. Willie Wilson back in the lineup after the day off. He did come in as a pinch runner yesterday. Let's go ahead and do the Tigers official lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in center field is Willie Wilson. Batting second at shortstop is Barry Larkin. Batting third and catching is Damon Berryhill. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Rusty Tillman. Batting fifth and DHing is Terry Kennedy. Batting sixth in right field is Kevin Bass. Batting seventh at third base is Mike Pagliarulo. Batting eighth in left field is Billy Sample. And batting ninth at second base is Doug Baker. Okay, Mark Langston. I mean, let's just go look at this guy's vitals. He's a Cy Young Award winner in 1982 in our sim. A four-time All-Star. I believe he started 3 of those All-Star games. He's making his 27th start of the season. He's 16-7 with a 3.31 ERA, 187 strikeouts in 331 innings pitched. I believe he's the most prolific strikeout pitcher in our sim. Opponents are batting .219 against him. He's got 7 complete games and 4 shutouts this year. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 44%. His fastball is a 95 rating, a slider that's an 89, and a curveball that's an 81. Overall rated at 95, the 24-year-old lefty is making $1 million through next year. His next contract is going to be huge. Let's look at his log. Oh, he's coming off a loss to the Yankees, and it was a big one. He gave up 7 runs. Oh, look at this. Okay. He gave up 6 runs versus Kansas City and took the loss, and then he throws back-to-back shutties for victories in both. One over Chicago, the first-place White Sox, and another over the Angels that are right there with the Mariners. And then he took a loss versus the Yankees. He also lost the All-Star game. He started that game, gave up those 3 runs. Okay, let's take a look here at the defense for the Mariners. Now, right field is COCKRELL, not a very good defensive right fielder. At third base is Randy ASADOOR, also below average. Everywhere else is, not only are they good, they're very good. WYNEGAR has a 78 arm, so he's below league average, despite being good defensively otherwise. Okay, here we go. Willie Wilson leading it off. Took the day off yesterday. He was listed as tired, and he is Langston's first strikeout victim. Looks like a check swing for strike 3. 1 down. Next man up is LARKIN. Just finally started to get that average back up, and he strikes out. Oh no. This doesn't look good so far. We know BERRYHILL is prone to striking out. 0-1 count. Hey, he put the ball in play. Carries out to center where Dave Henderson makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Langston. We'll take a look here now at the Mariners lineup. Batting leadoff, playing second base is REYNOLDS. Batting second at shortstop is Spike Owen. Batting third in right field is Alan COCKRELL. Batting cleanup in left field is Ricardo SAENZ. Batting fifth at first base is Alvin Davis. Batting sixth and DHing is Dave HENGEL. Batting seventh at third base is Randy ASADOOR. Batting eighth in center field is Dave Henderson. And batting ninth and catching today is Butch WYNEGAR. Okay, Jeff Robinson, coming off the best start of his career, making his 24th start of the season. He's 9-6 with a 3.70 ERA, 76 strikeouts in 138 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting .250 against him. There's that complete game shutout. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is right at 50%. The splitter is his out pitch, rated at 88, and a good secondary fastball. Overall rated at 87, the 23-year-old righty is arbitration eligible after the 87 season. Look at his log. Oh, what a pretty ball game. He went 9 innings versus the Indians, giving up 5 hits and 3 walks. Only struck out 2, but did not give up a run. His first complete game, his first shutout of his career. Okay, we'll take a look here at the Tigers' defense. Billy Sample out there in left field, not great defensively. He's made an error. He's also got 1 outfield assist. Infield solid everywhere you look. Don't forget Doug Baker's at second today, not Whitaker. And behind home plate is BERRYHILL. Okay, Harold Reynolds leading it off versus Jeff Robinson. 0-1 count and a base hit back through the box into center field, and the leadoff man is on. Runner on first. We're going to pull third base in. I don't know if Spike Owen will bunt or not, but I will say, at least in yesterday's game, the computer AI did a lot of things right. Defensive replacement, an intentional walk. So, I mean, maybe the game to switch gears late in the season, I don't know. Reynolds steals second, his 20th stolen base of the year. So runner in scoring position, nobody out. That pitch was called a strike against Owen. Here it's a 1-1 count. Hard hit ground ball to Tillman. That does get Reynolds to third. Every run's going to be precious today, so we're going to pull the infield in. with Alan Cockrell up. I think he's got as good a chance to go deep as anybody in this game. Full count, and Robinson walks Cockrell. I mean, all that does is take away the pulled-in infield. We'll play back and hope for a double play. We're not a team that turns a lot of double plays. That's going to bring up Ricardo's SAENZ. I love this card. I always want to point it out. This card was created by Jeremy DeYoung, who created all of our 1981 cards for that season. And Ricardo SAENZ in that uniform looks pretty sweet. And a base hit, 1-0. All right, now we're in real trouble, and I'm not sure there's much we can do about it. Davis with a ground ball to short, and we get a double play. So there was something we could do about it. Just too little, too late. Mariners jump ahead 1-0. Rusty Tillman will lead it off here at the top of the second. Tapping it back to Langston, 1 out. Here is TK. Flying out to right. I feel like it's a win that we're just making contact. Kevin Bass showing some power lately. 13 home runs. That is a foul ball. It doesn't look like it, but it'll be caught for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the second. Dave Hengel leading it off. He's the DH today. Ground ball to Tillman for out number 1. Randy ASADOOR. Oh, that's an error. Damn it. Oh, it's going to be, the play's actually going to be made. I mean, that is a 50-50, but I always think it's going to go against us. So we'll take it for out number 2. And a base hit by Henderson past Tillman down the right field line. Henderson held to a single. So runner on first with 2 outs. Here is Butch WYNEGAR, outlasting all the other catchers to keep his job. And Dave Henderson steals second. That is his 9th stolen base of the year. And it's about to be 2-0. Well, Tillman's been busy, and he does make the play. We go to the top of the third. Allow me to grab a drink here. Thank you. Oh, that's good stuff. All right. Mikey Pags usually will not bat versus lefties, but we sent DeCinces down. He was 0 for 8 and did not look good. And what do you know? Mikey Pags coming through. First hit for the Tigers. Will hit and run. Oh, look at this. Billy Sample. Small sample size, but he does have 1 home run in his career versus Mark Langston. Billy. Ground ball. That'll get Pagliarulo into scoring position with Doug Baker giving us a chance here to tie it up. Baker had a great game yesterday. Had a home run, had a stolen base, so he had the shoe in the shot. He had a sacrifice bunt. And he pops it up at home. 2 down. And Willie, with a 1-0 count, pops it up. Yeah, we're definitely going to be the 5th shutout of the season for Langston, I have a feeling. We go to the bottom of the third. Harold in the purple crayon, leading it off, and he strikes out. There's the first K for Robinson, 1 out. Spike Owen, popping it up. Popping it up is the opposite of a spike. 2 down. Alan Cockrell, good friend of Pete Lecoq. Hits a ground ball to Pags. And that will do it. We go to the top of the 4th. Barry Larkin will take ball 4. Now, Langston struck out the first 2 batters of the game. and has not struck out anyone since then. This is absolutely a hit and run situation. On a missed hit and run, I'd like to think that Larkin would have a chance to steal second base. We'll find out. Yeah, I mean, that tells you all you need to know about today's game. We are done. And we just have to play it out now. It is nice to see Robinson getting some outs. And SAENZ pops up. I don't know what that is. A pop-up? A ground out. Okay, well, Berryhill 0 for 2 with people stealing bases, but he's got both assists on ground balls. That's good. And another pop-up. Robinson flashing that slow curve. We go to the top of the 5th, and Terry Kennedy will lead it off. Leadoff single doesn't mean anything. Kevin, big hit Bass, a comebacker. They get the force at second. Yeah, I mean, the game's over. Everything we try to do fails. Everything they do succeeds. .31st home run for ASADOOR. Henderson flying out to right. Butch popping it up. There were a lot of Butches in the 70s and 80s. Butch Metzger won the Rookie of the Year. Butch Edge. Butch WYNEGAR. Who am I forgetting? I don't know. There's somebody I am forgetting. Reynolds with a double. Number 23 and Spike Owen. Ground ball to first, and that'll do it. I'd like to get one more inning from Robinson. He's only given up 2 runs. Yeah, this is an absolute shutout no matter what. It's a shame. Baker with a hit. Does not matter. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Alan COCKRELL. 2 righties and a lefty. Ah, come on, man. It doesn't matter. I mean, what we have to do in this situation is let Robinson give up a lot of runs. He had the shutout, so now he has to give up runs to get his ERA back to normal. So we just have to let him give up as many runs as he's going to, as it's going to take. And the game will decide that by continuing to just do this. So 6 runs is what it was going to cost us. Now they're going to give us at least 1 run against Langston. If they hadn't scored that many, I mean, the run differential, they'll never let it be at 6. Right? They're going to give us at least 1. All right. Terrible performance from Robinson, but it had to happen. So we're going to bring in all of our terrible pitchers, starting with Dave Gumpert. Yep, the old walk strikeout combo. Billy Sample does find a way to get hits. Yeah, this game was over in the first inning. Okay, we'll let Gumpert pitch the last inning here. Try to get that 7+ ERA down. Okay, this is it. We'll wrap this puppy up. I guess it will be 6-0. I thought they would give us one. Tigers lose 6-0. Oh, yep. Give us a useless. Now they'll give us a defensive indifference. So that's the ballgame. Tigers lose. All right. So it is. That was over before it ever started. We'll take a look at the standings. Now we are 5 back. I mean, we're done. Yeah, I mean, Oakland and Seattle, it's not over, but it's pretty over. Chicago has the best record in the American League. That's crazy. Philadelphia lost 7 in a row. Hey, the Mets are making a run. They've won 6 in a row. They're 12.5 back. They could finish in second place. All right, headline news, Brainiac baseball, daily beat. Yep, we cut Higuera. That was the right thing to do because we weren't going to re-sign him anyway. He's going to miss a majority of next year. And if you look at his scouting, he's dropped all the way down to an 80 after I cut him. So, I mean, we really lost that deal, didn't we? Because we traded Higuera. We traded for Higuera. We got 5 starts out of him, and they were good. We got a complete game, in fact. But we gave up Danny Jackson, a starter, and George Brett, right? So that did not work out well. That's probably one of my worst trades. And then there's Mark Langston. What? That is an insult. Average pitcher out for a month? Average. That's, I mean, let's just see. Below average, technically. I mean, did they need to go there in the headline? Man, that is cruel. Transactions, average pitcher is injured for a month. Also, Mark Esser of the White Sox will miss 9 days. He's pitched in 3 games. He was our closer our very first year in the sim. All right. Dallas Williams, did we see him? Oh, yeah, we did him. All right. Okay. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Tigers lose 6-0. No player of the game today. Man, yeah, it sucks. All right. Yeah, be a subscriber. Get in on the giveaway. We got the big prizes. We're giving us an autograph in there. There's a Cal Ripken jersey card. Game-worn jersey, in fact. A $40 gift certificate to my Mercari page for the grand prize. So a lot of good prizes this time around. Be a subscriber. Let me know in the comments that you want in, and we will add you to the duck race. Additionally, we have the Time Travel Tuesdays that we're going over again. Here's the latest one. We're going in, from the oldest to the newest. So we're about halfway through now. And so here's a new one for today. Mark Langston gets his 5th shutout of the year. Only struck out 7. He gets the win. He's 17-7. Jeff Robinson takes the loss. Gets his ERA up to 3.92. That might be good enough for him to get back on track. At his next start, he is now 9-7. We'll catch you tomorrow.